Personally, I believe Samia Suluhu and Yoweri Museveni are afraid of Kenya. And when they go through the videos of the protests since the anti-finance protest till now, it gives them sleepless nights because Kenyan Gen Zs actually influenced protests in fact, outside Africa. And that's what we saw happening in Kathmandu in Nepal. Like they pulled, the Gen Zs in Nepal pulled a Kenyan 25th of June in their country. And even France, you saw, and it's like it's global fires of youth revolts, young people standing up to systematic oppression, injustices, being taken advantage of, exclusionary policies and decisions and laws that leave them in the deathbed of life. Young people across the whole entire globe are standing up against injustices. And that is the most lethal and venomous weapon that youth can have against any African president, because most African presidents always want to be in control. They want to be able to turn it on when they want it and switch it off when they want it. And that's not democracy. And I believe as time goes by, some of these laws that have been there for ages and decades are going to be overturned, and there's going to be like a system clear out. And that's why I 1000% believe that Yoweri Museveni and Samia Suluhu are scared, like they're shuddering, when they see what happened in Kenya in last year and even partially this year. It gives them sleepless nights and nightmares. And that's why they will do each and everything to ensure that they have a hold and control, especially in avenues where youth flock a lot. And that's mostly a hand on television, radio, and digital platform. And that can be ridiculous, I tell you. So when I see what they did to Bob Njagi and what Samia Suluhu is trying to do in Tanzania to silence social media, and that's literally gagging freedom of expression, I can see through the fears and just, the nightmares that they're going through. Kenyan Gen Zs are not to be played with. Kenyan Gen Zs made it to the cover of New York Times. Do you know what it takes to make it to the cover of New York Times? It means the world turned upside down in this country. And that just shows you that it was the end of systematic oppression. And that breach into parliament and that mess being yanked out, it even spiritually means a lot. It means a lot historically. And that's an iconic historical moment, an avant-garde moment when Kenyan youth finally occupied parliament. So what will prevent them from occupying any other place? And that's why I believe Samia Suluhu and Museveni, they will do everything to ensure that they stay in power because they are afraid of their weaknesses being exposed to the global stage. And it's not like it's a secret. A lot of people know this. Look at what ICC is trying to do, even though ICC is not the most powerful, even the United States has a hold a little bit, just like an opinion, but they don't control everything. I believe Tanzania can be. There's a way. Tanzania's personality is just indescribable. It's irregular. Like it's not happy, not sad, not outgoing, not aggressive, not laid back. Not introvert, not extrovert, not It's just indescribable. And I think that's how Samia Suluhu wants the country to be. And that's why when you look at things like their constitution, very constricting, restraining as well. Same to Uganda. There's things you can't say on television. People are breaking down and crying. I saw NTV Uganda managing editor. Is it managing editor or CEO? Breaking down in tears over journalists being abducted and tortured and killed and maimed for broadcasting. And that's a constitutional right. The media literally is in charge of regulating the thermostat, the heartbeat, the soul, and the heart of a country. So if the media is not there, then massacres happen. And that's when we see dictatorship and oligarchy coming into place. So I know this works. And eventually the youth will have a voice in every policy, especially when it comes to the rule of law taking shape in each and every country, not just East Africa or Africa at large, but geopolitically across board.